Hi everyone, Chef from Outdoors in the Low Countries. Now when I'm using a grease gun, sometimes I wish I had three hands. Because you want to hold the gun, you need to push the grease out. And then sometimes this little nipple comes off and you want to have an extra hand to make sure it doesn't come off. So that's also why I had a look at another one, and that's this Pneumatic grease gun. This is one from Michelin. I hope it's good quality. Don't know. Let's have a look at it together, unbox it and see how well it does. So let's unbox this device. Of course this Pneumatic, it's Michelin. What else would you expect from a company like that? And here we have it. So it's good quality build, that's what I like. The operating pressure is 4 to 6 bars, so that's also no problem. And it comes with two types of tubes for the greasing, one flexible one and one fixed. So you can choose between a flexible coupling or fixed. I will go with a fixed one. So let's put it on using some Teflon tape. Always make sure that you have the turning direction right. And then you need a 14mm wrench in order to pull on the small nipple. That's it. Tight is tight. So now the next step is to load the gun with grease. We have a grease cartridge over here. Take off the back. Put that in the grease gun. First, put the plunger all the way back. Cartridge inside to the front. So now we have to pull off the front ring. There we go. That can be put out. Now this is a brand new gun, so you have to bleed the valve. So first step is to screw it back in. All the way. Because there's a lot of air trapped inside, we're going to give it a few runs back. And now I'm going to release the spring at the back. So the gun is now under pressure. Air is coming out. Can now close it off. So the grease is now coming out of the bleeding valve, which is a good thing, so that means the air is out. So let's now hook up the grease gun to the pneumatics. See what happens. Oh, there we are. Well, that works. So the grease gun is now ready to fire some grease. So let's bring in something that we can actually grease. So let's bring in the cavalry. So let's test it here on this nipple. And here it is demonstrated how easy it is to connect the grease gun. And with only a few pulls on the trigger, the part is greased. But taking off the grease gun is somewhat difficult because the head keeps on sticking under the grease nipple. So you can see I really have to unscrew the complete head of this grease nipple before I can take it off. Putting it onto a grease nipple works quite well. Taking it off is something different, where you really have to unscrew it quite far. And that was at the point that I almost need to take it completely off before I could take the grease nipple out. So the pneumatic grease gun really works nice. It's really handy that you only have to pull the trigger in order to fire some grease into the nipple. Unscrewing it is sometimes a little bit difficult, especially when you have those greasy hands and those small confined areas where you have to try to take it off, especially when you need to take it off that far. So I think I will have a look at a quick connection there, but that's something for another time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.